Imagine working hard for 30 years to pay off your house, only to find out one day someone else has stolen it. This isn't fiction. It's called home title fraud or quitclaim deed fraud. According to the FBI, this is a rare but rising threat in America, especially to homes that are fully paid off. I'll show you how scammers do it and how you can protect yourself and your biggest asset for free. So, how do scammers commit home title fraud? First, they search public records for homes with no mortgage and/or steal your identity. Next, they forge your signature on a quitclaim deed, which transfers ownership to themselves. Lastly, they file that fake deed with the county, making them the new owner on record. After completing these steps, the scammers benefit by taking out loans using your house as collateral, selling the house to an unsuspecting buyer, or even renting it out. The scammer takes the money and leaves you and the other parties involved with a massive legal headache. Next, let's talk about who's at risk. Here's a list of the most likely targets of home title fraud. Paid off properties are the #1 target because there's no mortgage lender keeping an eye on the title. That means nobody's watching for suspicious activity except for maybe you. And if you don't check your deed regularly, the fraud could go undetected for months until it's a full-blown legal mess. As you can see from FBI data, age 60 plus is a particularly vulnerable and victimized group for any internet crime, including home title fraud. So, the elderly with a paid off home are the ideal target for this type of crime. If you're at risk, these are the best ways to protect yourself. The most important action is to monitor your title. The easiest way to do this is to sign up for property fraud alerts with your county. This is quick and free. If your county doesn't offer fraud alerts, you can either check your deed regularly or consider paying for a title monitoring service. However, I would not recommend the title monitoring service. Based on FBI statistics, there were 9,359 complaints of real estate fraud in 2024. Of all of those instances, home title fraud is only a small percentage. While statistics on individual crimes aren't published, we know that home title fraud is less prevalent than other types of real estate fraud, like wire transfer fraud, mortgage fraud, and rental fraud. Additionally, as you can see, real estate fraud in general has been going down over the past few years. However, there are two factors to consider whenever you see these numbers. First, the decrease in real estate fraud is primarily driven in the fact that mortgage transactions in general have been going down over the past few years as interest rates have been going up. Second, the FBI assesses these numbers are probably underreported because people don't know where to report it, are embarrassed to report it, or don't even know they've been scammed yet. Still, this crime is not prevalent enough to warrant paying for title monitoring. Just do the other steps on this list to protect yourself, like filing your homestead exemption if you haven't already. Besides saving you money on your property taxes, a homestead exemption will also provide some legal protection against forced sales and other types of real estate fraud in states like Texas and Florida. Next, you need to freeze your credit because home title fraud more often than not also includes identity theft. Freezing your credit will stop new loans from being opened under your name. It's quick, it's free, and it's easy. But most importantly, it stops most identity theft. If you do these 3 free actions, you have almost completely eliminated your risk of home title fraud. However, if you want extra peace of mind, you could also transfer your property into a trust or purchase enhanced title insurance. Transferring your property to a trust or LLC removes your name from public record, which makes it harder to impersonate you as the owner. An enhanced title policy can protect against things like forgery and impersonation as long as you make sure those things are included in the policy. Now here's how you can detect home title fraud may be happening to you. You stop getting property tax bills or utility statements. Mail starts showing up in someone else's name. You get a foreclosure notice on a loan you never took out. You see inquiries or accounts on your credit report you don't recognize. Selling activity you didn't authorize occurs at your rental. If any of these happen, act fast. If home title fraud is happening to you, you need to immediately contact your title insurance company, file a police report, alert your county recorder's office, and gather every detail and document possible. Speed is your friend here. The sooner you act, the better your chances of saving your home and stopping the scammer. In conclusion, home title fraud is a very rare crime. However, your home is likely your biggest asset, so if this happens to you, it would be devastating. Don't let someone steal your home with a forged signature. Take the free actions I've listed in this video to protect yourself. My name is Nathan Hell. I'm a CPA teaching financial literacy. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who owns a home. Drop a comment below if you have any other financial concerns you want me to cover. Thank you for watching.